It's Tuesday, guys, and you guys know what that means. It's Tier List Tuesday. Let's go! Alrighty, guys, so for today's video, we are breaking down the top Call of Duty games of all time. Pretty straightforward. Every one of these games have something special to them that makes them better than others, and some are some people's most loved games or some people's most hated games. So Call of Duty has that very passionate community where I thought I have to give my opinion on this because I love Call of Duty. I've been playing it since literally GameCube with one of their original Call of Duties back in the day, but I'm not going to rank those ones because they don't have like a legit multiplayer online experience, which that's what I'm going to be ranking today's game off of, in my opinion, like, because that's how I play games. Like, I've never been a huge zombies guy. Like, I enjoyed zombies, obviously, but I wasn't going to push like Easter eggs and that kind of stuff. I have always been like a GB game battles. If you guys don't know what that means, you're probably too young. GBs, or just pure competitive gameplay and going for nukes, going for high kill games. That's my gameplay. I've always done that in multiplayer. And there's a couple other things, like obviously Modern Warfare has Warzone. I'm not going to rank it off of Warzone because obviously I would put it in S tier, but I have some very strong feelings that are different for the multiplayer. So let's jump into it today, guys. It's going to be a fun one. If you guys do like this kind of content and you guys have any ideas for tier lists you guys do want me to make in the future, make sure you guys do like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to find your way back for next week's Tier List Tuesday, or I make videos every single day of the week, pretty much, like 6 or 7 a week. And then, yeah, comment below what you guys want me to make next week on Tier List Tuesday, because what you guys say, I do. And you can literally name any tier list you guys want me to make, and I will put it into consideration. So let's jump into it today, guys. Let's go. All right, so I put these in completely random order, and I'm going to be rating these from God tier to never played. I think these are actually perfect because some of them like literally give you that meh feeling. Like some of these Call of Duties just, it's not like a D isn't going to do it justice. It's a meh. So perfect ranking system here for you guys. Obviously, God tier is the best. Never played before is the worst, and trash is obviously, yeah. So I'm first off, before I even do anything, I'm just gonna throw all the lower Call of Duties into here. Like, I have played a couple of them back in the day, but not enough to like really give you guys a true like feeling of like what they are. There was like, I think Call of Duty 3 was the first online one, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm pretty sure I did play it on Xbox on like one of my buddy's house, or I played it on GameCube, but there wasn't like an actual like online mode. So I'm just gonna put it there and never play it. I don't have a greater like experience to really explain that to you guys. I'm only 26 years old, so like literally the GameCube was out when these games were here. So just gonna leave them down there. Nothing against the games. If you're one of your favorite games of all time, I've heard the multiplayers were very good for the time being, but there's not much I can really say about them. So I'm going to put them in the never played and jump right into a hot one here, guys. This is arguably, when you go on the internet, when people talk about Call of Duty, which is starting off hot here, guys. Like, when people talk about Call of Duty, people talk about Black Ops 2 as being the greatest Call of Duty of all time. And I cannot say that it's not. It's one of the best Call of Duties ever. And I will talk about, like, if you guys have been in my past tier list before, I will rank the top list here as, like, my favorites of all time, like 1, 2, and 3. So like right now it's in the 1 position, but it could change going forward. So make sure you guys stick to the end of the video to check these out, because this game was just so good, guys. The maps were killer. The guns were great. The customization of weapons were good. It was one of the first games where camos were like relevant. Like, you got excited when you got certain camos, and it was so good, guys. I can't say enough about Black Ops 2. If you didn't play Black Ops 2 and you missed that train, because I know from people my age, it was like kind of in that awkward like end of high school to like college range where everyone was really busy, but this game was just so good that I was addicted. Oh, I loved it. I played it a lot. It went through, even when the game that came out after that, I think it was like, what was it that came out after that? Was it instantly into, I think it's Infinite Warfare? Was that what it was? I don't remember. Advanced Warfare? Is it Advanced Warfare, I think. But it was such a good game, guys. If you guys did not play Black Ops 2, throughout the community, I think everyone can kind of say it is that number 1 to number 3 game of all time. So it's a great game. Black Ops Original, to me, this game, it missed the mark. Like, it's a great game. Don't get me wrong. The zombies were phenomenal. I had a great time playing all of these Call of Duties. Don't get me wrong. I've played every single one of them, and I've liked most of them. But if we're ranking them head to head here, we got to be a little aggressive on some of these. So I'm going to give it that all right, because the guns didn't feel amazing in this game. I was very good at this game. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is probably one of this and Modern Warfare 2 were my two like highest rankings I ever got in GB, and played against some like pro players before the pro scene was even a thing yet. But it's just one of those. It's just one of those games that was just like, just felt all right to me. Like, the game, I never got on it every day and was like, I love this game. It was just good enough. It was the first one that really gave us that true customization of the reticle, which I wish they would bring back. But it's a great game, guys. You can't go wrong with it. It's Call of Duty Black Ops, the beginning of the Black Ops series. There wouldn't be 4 of them if this one wasn't any good. So multiplayer was good, campaign was pretty cool, and that's where it falls into all right. Modern Warfare 3. This game kind of falls into the shoes of like Black Ops 3, where Modern Warfare 2 is like that other game where people are like, all right, it's like up there for God tier. Like, in the community, like people my age, we were like that original, like 7th grade, you got your Xbox, you played Call of Duty 4, you played Halo, and then Modern Warfare 2 came out right as we entered high school, and it was like, this is the first game we got to stay up through all night playing. Modern Warfare 3 had to follow the shoes of that game, so everyone was like, it's got to be better. It's the new game coming out. Like, gaming was really just like taking off at this time, and honestly, some people really loved this game, but I think I have to put it right in that same category as Black Ops. Like, I didn't love the maps. The gunplay was good because Infinity Ward is always ungreat with gunplay. And the customization wasn't there. It just missed the mark for me personally because I was such a big Modern Warfare 2 fan. And I'll get into that, obviously. But that's why it falls in there for me. Let's do Call of Duty Ghosts. So Call of Duty Ghosts, in my opinion, is one of the best Call of Duties for competitive gameplay. Like, I've been watching the MLG since you had to watch on MLG.com. Like, if you weren't there, you missed it. Like, it was MLG TV is what they called it. There wasn't Twitch yet, guys. Like, you had to watch it on MLG. And Ghost was one of the original ones where you had to go on there. I think the very original was Modern Warfare 2 on PlayStation only. It was weird the way that Call of Duty's professional play like came to be, but Ghost was one of the best competitive scenes to watch personally. I thought maybe it was just because like it was early gaming, but I'd have to also put this in like the meh category. Very good competitive. Didn't love the maps. They let the shotgun be a secondary in this one, and it absolutely like ran the game. It was really frustrating playing against shotguns and Ghost. Pretty decent for the most part, but this is gonna fall into that all right category for me. Modern Warfare, the original. Call of Duty 4, to me, is that great game. Has some of the most iconic maps ever. Some of the most fun I've ever had playing Call of Duty, like just doing like Michael Myers. If you were there for that, that was like the most fun thing you could ever play with your friends. Just ruining like your sleep schedule, doing absolutely nothing, gaining nothing out of it other than just good times. Call of Duty 4 will forever have my heart in that sense of just like end of middle school. Really the first Call of Duty I ever dove into. It's a great game. Guns were awesome. Still has like the best sniper ever in Call of Duty in my opinion, but phenomenal game. That's why it's going to go into great. I just don't think the content was truly there to put into that God tier. Black Ops 4. Or is that 3? That's 4, right? Yeah, Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4, I think it has to fall into meh for me. It had Blackout, which was the original Warzone, if you want to do that, the original BR for Call of Duty, which was pretty fun, but I didn't like the competitive play. I didn't like the fact that you had different characters that you could play and have different abilities. Like, there was nothing worse than like taking a site in hardpoint and competitive play and then someone just having that like grab hammer thing and just smash the ground and kill your entire team on site. Like, and they had a grappling hook to like go in and do it. Like, it was just ridiculous. I thought the balancing of it was not the greatest, but it was okay at best. Like, honestly, it was okay. Like, I wouldn't put it past that. Like, it falls in that meh for me. They had some fun guns, and they did try very aggressively to like nerf guns in this game and like change guns, and you saw a lot of meta changes, which was pretty cool. And you think that would bring that forward in some of the newer ones, and they haven't done it. So, it falls into that meh for me. Really good camos though, and some of the best emblems, in my opinion, are from Black Ops 4. Modern Warfare 2, baby. All right, guys. So Modern Warfare 2, I'm not going to rank them here yet. I'll rank them head-to-head later. But Modern Warfare 2 was the original one where I was a beast at. Like, I was getting nukes a bunch. I was playing GBs, playing super competitive. Like, every single gun in that game was basically viable. Like, the balancing was so good. Like, obviously the ACR and the FAMAS were like the two best. The maps were super good too. Very competitive 3-lane maps. I just wish there was pro play at that point. Like, I was playing against all the pros on the GB ladder, and I just remember the amount of days I had. So if you play Modern Warfare 2, you definitely got in a 10th prestige lobby at some point. I got 10th prestige for 55, which was like none of my friends even did it. Like, me and my brother grinded. I think he got like 9th prestige. I got 10th prestige. We got there, and then we're like, all right, go shoot one person to get 10th prestige, everything unlocked. And that was so much fun. Like, just the amount of memories I have in that game. If you didn't, let me know in the comments, guys. Did you guys do that glitch where you got everything unlocked by literally killing one person in a hacked lobby? And let me know if you had to pay for it or if you got scammed, because I know so many people that got scammed doing it, because it was just like, the internet was so young. It was so easy to just trick people. But Modern Warfare 2, one of my favorite of all time. Some of the most toxic lobbies ever. Like, some of the best online, I want to say bad words, but crap talking ever. Is so good, guys. So good. But let's move it on we're going to go back into these two later. So Advanced Warfare, to me personally, guys, this is one where I loved Advanced Warfare. I thought Advanced Warfare was the highest skill cap that the game has ever had. It was the very beginning of the jetpacks, which unfortunately turned to be like too much in a couple of these games, like Black Ops 4 is actually boots on the ground. Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare was like flying through the air. But like, Advanced Warfare pro play was so fun to watch. The maps were decent. Dr. Disrespect actually designed a lot of the maps in that game. And if you didn't know, fun fact, I have to put it at great. I want to put it in S tier. I just don't think I can, because they really did a terrible job balancing guns. Like, there was just so many. Every time they changed something, the gun was just broken, and they would nerf one gun and then another gun would just take over. I guess that's how Call of Duty works for the most part, but I love that game. It had that perfect balance of jetpack where it was just running on walls. Like, you didn't do anything crazy. You just had a little extra movement where if you were just a more talented mechanical player, you got to outplay people. It was so good, in my opinion. I know it gets a lot of hate out there, but in a competitive, like 1v1 market, the better player won almost every fight in that game, and I liked it a lot. Infinite Warfare is trash. If you like this game, you are crazy. I thought the pro scene was kind of fun to watch, but there was just way too much going on. Did not enjoy it whatsoever. One of the only Call of Duties where I like got first prestige like first day, and I was like, do I even want to keep playing this game? I stay in a loop all the time of Call of Duty. I just was not a fan. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, fresh here. So obviously, if you wanted me to put it S tier for Warzone, I would. But to me, personally, it's trash for multiplayer. One of my least favorite multiplayers of all time, because the kill time on these guns, every single gun in the game, is just like you die in like 3 bullets. Literally the lowest skill cap in any Call of Duty in the history. It's just whoever got first bullets wins. There was no turning on people. Like, I just, unfortunately, because I love Infinity Ward and I love the way the guns feel in that game, they just didn't change it ever. Like, they didn't. The Modern Warfare MP5 literally ran competitive scene for the entire year. How is that possible? Someone tell me that. I hated Modern Warfare, unfortunately. It's just not a good game. Obviously, I could put an S tier for Warzone, but like, it's just trash multiplayer. A lot of people, I'm sure, are going to get pissed off about me talking about it like this in the chat or the comments, but that's just how it is for me, guys. I'm being honest here. Black Ops 3. This is one where I was like in a weird time in my life where I was playing college baseball and like had a lot going on, so I didn't play it like a ton. But I respect this game, guys. I respect Black Ops 3. It had some of the coolest skins in the history of Call of Duty, some of the best emblems, some of the best calling cards. The content was grade A, S tier, God tier, like phenomenal in Black Ops 3. Dark Matter? Are you kidding me? That was never seen before. Such a beautiful game. But to me, I didn't love the movement. The guns were a little weird. Like, you could make some awesome trick shots in the game, but didn't love it that much when it comes to that. But I think, like, I would probably put it in all right, but I feel like for just content's sake, like, I have to put it there. Like, it brought camo grinding back. It wasn't like just shipment shooting getting in a 1v1 with your friend and shooting each other in the head. This was the original, like, hey, you got to grind your camos in this one. Because in Modern Warfare 2, we just shot people in the back once we got every camo in the game. But And this one, I gotta give it to them. It's a good one. Some people do rank it as their best Call of Duty ever. The competitive scene was pretty fun to watch in this one, and because the skill cap was pretty high, but it was just like too much going on to like really put into the god tier for me. Yeah, I don't know. It's right. It's like right in between these two for me, honestly. So we'll put it. Last minute decision. I'm putting in all right. The content's grade A. I just did not love the gameplay. It could be great. Don't get me wrong. Some people do love it in God tier. I just didn't play it. Like, it didn't grab me. Like, I was still playing games at that time. Like, I think I was addicted to League of Legends when this was out. And that's why I didn't play it as much. But, like, I don't know. I think it's got to go all right. Call of Duty World at War. This game gets slept on so much, in my opinion, because it's the original Zombies. Original Zombies game, like, came out right after Call of Duty 4, I believe, right before MW2. And it honestly had some of the most balanced guns, but the maps really were not good for competitive play. It was a fun game, though, guys. I really enjoyed this one over time. I think it's definitely, I think it has to fall to meh. Gunplay was good, but at the end of the day, it just didn't have enough in it. Like, I know with the new Call of Duty coming out here, they just announced today it's like World War II, Vanguard. And that's what I get worried about with these games. There's just not enough content when you do World War II. In my opinion, it's very hard. If they can pull it off, maybe they could do it with the new one, but like they've always lacked content. The games are fun. The campaign's really good usually because you have all that history, but they just kind of missed the mark. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. Love World at War, but gonna fall in the meh if you want to like rank it against every Call of Duty ever. World War II. This is another one, guys. So this was my first like. I came back to this Call of Duty like hardcore when I heard there was gonna be a ranked mode, because this was like one of the first. Like they killed ranked in this one. Like competitive Call of Duty for online. Like they had you could see who the best player was on the list. And I got to the top tier in the game, so I was playing a very high level. The gunplay was pretty boring because it was like P90 and that's it. But other than that, like I liked the game because the competitive was so good. The maps were decent. Pro play was really boring to watch because everyone just used the P90. Or what was the other gun everyone used? I forget, but I think it has to fall to all right for me. Honestly, the content wasn't there. It was fun just because they killed competitive play. But other than that, I don't think you can really rank it any higher than that. I really hope they do a good job in the next World War II coming out. Ugh. Fingers crossed, boys. And then last but not least, we have the Call of Duty Cold War, where this game, when it first came out, I thought it was going to be S tier 100%. Like, I was like, oh, Black Ops is going to have great content. Gunplay felt good right off the bat. Map seemed okay. And they just freaking haven't done anything. Like, they have yet to change a single weapon in the game. Like, they did like an initial nerf at the beginning, but like, instead of like actually nerfing weapons, they're just like, hey, pros, you can't use the AK-47. You can't use this attachment on this gun. The pro play is just ruined for this, in my opinion. I love watching pro play in Call of Duty 2. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do, and they have just done a terrible job. The content's decent in it. The campaign was really good. It was a big disappointment for me. The integration into Warzone was terrible too. The either guns are broken or they're not even touchable. It's meh. That's just how I feel about it. Meh. It's okay. It's okay at best. So that's going to be the tier list today, guys. I hope you guys did agree with some of this. Let me know if there's anything I'm sleeping on here. Let me know some of your guys' favorite memories in Call of Duty. Like, there's just so many, guys. Last but not least, though, we need to rank these two. What is the ultimate Black Ops or Modern Warfare 2? What is the best game in Call of Duty history? Oh, it's so hard because they were both just straight game changers for the time being. Just completely game changers. I would probably have to put Modern Warfare 2 as my favorite of all time. Like, I just grinded this game so much. Like, it was my highest I've ever gotten in GB ladder, I believe. Maybe Black Ops was, but like, I loved it so much. Black Ops 2, great game content-wise, a little bit better camos, but I just think the gunplay, particularly in Modern Warfare 2, was just unmatched. I love that game so much gun-wise. Black Ops 2, right there, hair and hair, like neck and neck. Like, we're picking hairs here between the two of them. So If you guys get mad about either one of these not being ranked 1 or 2, let me know, because literally I think they're basically identical. I'm just barely nudging Modern Warfare 2 ahead. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you guys do enjoy today's video on Tier List Tuesday. It's one of my favorite series. It seems like you guys are liking it a lot. So let me know down in the comments below, guys, if it is something that you guys want me to make a video on next week. What you guys want me to rank, whether it be something like food, whether it be more Call of Duty weapons, more video games. Let me know what you guys want me to put on Tier List Tuesday next week in the comments below, and subscribe to the channel so you guys do check that out next week. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace out.